but I think that's about it. Let's just go to this Friday's episode. Once again, we're going to Alaska, and actually the title of the episode is North to Alaska. It's the disappearance of Jackie. Bucky was his nickname, and that's how he will be referred to during the interview. Jackie Bucky Letney. He disappeared sometime it seems, in February 1987, so I would have been in 10th grade in Leechburg, at Leechburg High School, from Boundary, Alaska, allegedly. The episode, once again, is called North to Alaska, and his daughter, Connie Burrell, is the guest. But I also got to speak to one of Bucky's sisters. I'm going to tell you right now, probably of the 175 plus disappearances that Unfound has covered, this is probably the one with the least amount of information. As you can tell, we don't have a firm date. We don't even have a firm city. It is believed, we're pretty sure that it was in Alaska. We're just not totally sure what that city or town or outpost is, and that will be explained during the interview. In fact, I'm going to be posting some pictures of letters that Bucky sent to his daughters while he was in Alaska at the time, so you can read what he wrote, and you can see the outside of the letters and how they were addressed, and I will put explanations as to why the addresses, the return address, etc., is a little confusing. I am going to be posting some pictures, like I said, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I'm also going to be doing another video for this disappearance because, once again, I think that the locations are important so you can understand why there's a lot of this is a big question mark. So just not a lot of information. Of course, it's already a disappearance that's 33 years old. He was up there by himself, allegedly living with another guy. And this guy that he was living with says, oh yeah, Bucky took off. He was walking to the store and never came back. And unfortunately, we don't know this guy's name, or the family doesn't know this guy's name. They just have a nickname for him, and the guy's nickname was High Grade. Now, how you spell that? H-I-G-H space G-R-A-D-E or H-I-G-R-A-D-E. Nobody seems to know. But we're going to give it our best shot. I think Connie did a great interview, even though there wasn't a ton of information to talk about. Luckily, we have these letters and the envelopes that you can see. And you can see what he was writing about. It's not these aren't the easiest letters to read. Frankly, Bucky was not Ernest Hemingway. But you can try to read them for yourself. The other part about this disappearance, though, is Bucky did have some criminal charges against him. And he actually, when he went to Alaska, he got thrown in jail automatically from the first time around when he was there and got in trouble and kind of skipped out on a warrant, which is a big question. Why would he go back there if he knew that he skipped out on a warrant? That's unclear. But there are some rumors that you're going to hear about that maybe when he walked out of that place where he was living with High Grade, that he actually went back to Texas and never told his family about it. So we talk a little bit about that. And that was a lot of the conversation I had with his sister, her telling me what she had heard. So once again, the disappearance of Jackie Bucky Letney, L-E-T-N-E-Y, sometime in February 1987. The reason we're picking out that particular date is because it seems that he disappeared right after the second letter was sent, which was in February of 1987. Allegedly, he disappeared from Boundary, Alaska. I'll be posting some information on that and see if that makes any sense to you. And the disappearance is called North to Alaska. and we're going there for the third time. I think the other two disappearances, of course, were J.L. Hamblin from October of last year, and the other one was Aaron Gilbert, the first Alaska disappearance that we covered in Anchorage. So that's all I got. Amanda, I was late, so I'll go back and listen, of course. Well, you do that, Amanda, when you have a chance. Cherie, we have a few any states we would like to cover. Please send suggestions to Emily. Yes, please. If you have any suggestions for disappearances in the Northeast states, let me read them again. I'll just read all 10. Vermont, South Dakota. Of course, that's not in the Northeast, but you know what I mean. Rhode Island, New Hampshire or Shire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Delaware, Maine, Maryland, and Hawaii. I would like to make it happen that within the next year, by the time before I turn 51 next year, I would like to cover a disappearance in every one of those 10 states. We're going to set that for a goal. So if you've any, of course, it helps if you already have contact information for a family member of somebody who went missing in one of those states. That certainly moves along the process much quicker instead of just sending a list of disappearances from those states. So if you know anybody, if you can find anybody, if they have a Facebook page or a website or whatever, let us know. That's all I got for tonight. What a great show. The intro, I got a 1-round tournament this weekend. Jacob Paddock Weeks talked about the poll, talked about Erica Lloyd, the second Unfound Now episode. There's 3 guys that were murdered near Lakeland. It seems the killers have been caught. Dr. Arpad Voss, who is a charlatan. Jody Husentrut. We're going to Alaska for the 3rd time. I listed all those states where we have not covered disappearances yet. The disc golf towel that Cherie got me. It's beautiful. My birthday, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, August 1st. And I took a bunch of questions that were fantastic. And then, of course, the ending, as we always do, this Friday's disappearance. Once again, please be looking for some pictures and a video right here on the YouTube channel regarding the disappearance of Jackie Bucky Letney. That's all I got. Kathy says 170 disappearances we've covered. That sounds about right, Kathy. Thank you all for watching tonight. Once again, before you get off this video, please like it. Give it the thumbs up. That helps us out. And you will hear me Friday. Thank you all. Good night.